Hey guys, it's Brian. So I'm currently road tripping to Flat Rock, Michigan to pick up one of my most elusive childhood fans. And when I say elusive, I mean I've been trying to find this particular fan for the last 25 years that I've been collecting. It's about 10 minutes to 9, Saturday, November 15th. And figured I'd take this time to tell you a little story about how this is going. I don't usually vlog my trips to pick up fans. However, this one's kind of a big one. So I was just on vacation with my family in Europe. I just got back a few days ago. I was overseas for about a week. And I was on Marketplace one morning having my coffee. And of course, I do this all the time, but I don't know what it is about Marketplace and just like my shit luck, but every time that I look at Marketplace when I'm on vacation, something pops up that's big that I want. And one of two situations happens. Either I manage to lock down a deal and pick it up a week later, or I lose out on it. 9 times out of 10 it's the latter of the two, and it really frustrates the living heck out of me. Well, this particular fan popped up in Michigan, and it's only about a 2-hour drive from my place to pick this thing up. So really not that big of a deal for me. I can make a 2-hour drive, no problem. I drive for a living anyway. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to lock this one down with my luck. Well, I told the guy, I said, look, I know it sounds strange, but I'm a collector of fans, portables and ceiling fans. You can look up my channel on YouTube, Cleveland Fan Collector, to see how serious I am. I really want this fan. It's a major childhood fan. I told him this story, which I'll tell you a little bit later once I pick it up. Anyway, so I said, look, can I either give you a deposit or give you the full payment? Because I'm really serious about picking this up, but I'm overseas right now, so I can't come and get it until a week later. And he said, message me when you get back. I don't take electronic payments. I'll take cash. I said, okay, I'll take a gamble on this. I'll message you when I get back. I messaged him on the 11th when I got back. And I told him, I said, I'm still serious about coming to get this fan. And he said, well, I looked up your YouTube channel and you're a pretty serious fan collector, so you obviously want to come and get this. And I said, I know it sounds strange me driving 2 hours to come and get this thing, but you can see that I'm not joking. And he said, well, when do you want to come get it? I said, I can come the 15th at 11 o'clock if that works for you. And he said, yeah, you know what, you come on the 15th, message me the night before, I'll give you the address. I said, okay. Well, you know how these things work out. I was on high edge the entire time last night, messaging the guy for his address. But also, you have to remember that Marketplace recently has not been working out very well with regards to Facebook Messenger. And I don't know what the heck's going on, but Facebook Messenger has been really delayed. These responses that you're supposed to get instantaneously, they come sometime later. And it really puts everybody on edge. So I don't know what's going on with Facebook and the internet lately. Maybe it's just my phone, but I've been hearing this from everybody else lately, that they've been having a lot of problems with Marketplace and Messenger and delayed messaging and all this. And I recently almost lost out on another deal because of this. So anyway, thank God the guy actually gave me his address last night. I'm on my way to pick it up. So I will catch up with you guys once I actually acquire the fan, and I will tell you the story of exactly why this fan is so particularly important to me. I don't really have that many childhood fans left on my list. I've picked up just about almost everything that I want. I've still got a few left on the list that are important and that are major, elusive childhood fans. But really, there's only maybe 4 or 5 left on the list that are that top important. And this one just happened to be one of the top 3. So, You know, it just seems like every time I try to get one of these things, I either get screwed out of it or it disappears. So I'm just glad that the guy gave me his address and that, you know, this one is working out. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit once I've made the first leg of my journey, and you'll see what I picked up. I'll talk to you soon. Well, here it is, guys. This is what I picked up on my journey. Little 36-inch Atlantic Air spinner, sold at Kmart in the 90s. And I'll turn the box around so you can see the Kmart label. This was originally shipped to a Kmart store in Waterford, Michigan on the Dixie Highway. Pretty cool. I don't know if there's a price sticker on it or anything. Apparently the guy that I bought it from, his father-in-law, bought it. Let's flip the box over and see if there's... It just says Kmart. I don't see a price sticker anywhere, but it's still got the plastic on it, obviously. I'm assuming something like this would have gone for like $39.99 or something. Something like that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to get something to eat, and I'm going to make my journey back towards Cleveland, and we'll catch up here in a little bit. So I'll tell you a little story about the fan that I just picked up. I'm on my way home. I'm on 75 South, driving towards Toledo. So, growing up in the 90s, when my parents and I used to live in Westlake, down the street, like a block or two away, there was a family who had kids that went to school with me, because my elementary school was literally in the same development that I grew up in. And their kids were all different ages. But the middle child, girl, she's probably 3 years older than me, maybe 4. And she used to babysit all the neighborhood kids. Well, she wound up becoming my babysitter. I was probably about 6, maybe 7 the first time that I met her. And in the house that she and her 2 brothers and her parents lived in with their grandmother, she had one of those fans in her bedroom. And it was such a weird mix of fans in that house. They all came from different places, and some of them from different time periods, like different years. They're all 90s fans, of course. But it was a really eclectic mix of fans. Like in their kitchen, they had one of those Hunter Showcase 3 ceiling fans. There was a white one. In their sunroom, they had a craft-made decorative that was like a Verde green with these bleached oak blades, the round tip blades, with a spotlight kit. I don't remember exactly what was in the parents' bedroom. There may not have been anything in the parents' bedroom. And there wasn't anything in the 2 brothers' bedroom or in the grandmother's bedroom, except she had a Lasco Breeze Machine pedestal model, a little 9-inch fan, which I've owned one of those in the past. And the only ceiling fan upstairs that I can remember was the one in Katie's bedroom, which is that little white Atlantic Air spinner. It's almost like added as an afterthought, because it was like the cheapest, crappiest fan that you could put in this really nice, 90s colonial suburban home. And I always thought it was kind of odd that they put such a cheap, basic bare bones economy fan in that room. But that fan was cool to me. I've always liked the bottom mount spinner design fans, but especially that one. And the other thing was, she had in the light kit a incandescent bulb that was painted all these different rainbow colors, and I always thought that was really cool because I had never seen one like that before. And they actually still make those bulbs to this day. I believe it was a General Electric bulb. Not that I'm, a light bulb collector or anything, but, I've always fascinated me. So yeah, that fan I've only seen a couple of times over the years in the wild. That was the first time. And I believe there was one inside one of the stands at the West Side Market in Cleveland. All the different vendor stands had fans in them, and they were all different kinds. And I know that there's other collectors that have these little Atlantic Air spinners, but they're actually pretty decently hard to find. And like I said, every time that I get one of these fans, or I try to get one of these fans, this is the only one I've ever owned, but every time I try to get one, I either get it poached out from under me, or it disappears, or it's too far away. So now I'm just glad that I finally have one. It only took me 25 years to get it. So yeah, everybody's going to start asking, what are your plans for this fan? Well, originally I was thinking about installing it in my laundry room, but I'll be honest, I really don't want to take down that brown Hunter Original, the brown and grass one that I have, because I really like that fan. And I really want to keep a Hunter Original installed in my home. So the only other option that I can do in my house is my master bedroom closet. So that's where I'm thinking about installing this fan. My one thing about that area is, I've got shelves in there. So if you put anything on those shelves, you got to make sure that it's going to clear. And it, might potentially be difficult to get stuff off of the top shelf. Like I have my Christmas tree in a box up there, which I'll probably just put that in the attic. I just have to work out some logistics with that top shelf. But I know the fan will fit in there, because I've had other fans even bigger than that in that closet, and they'll fit no problem. So I guess we're going to journey our way home and, probably get started putting it up in the closet. So I will catch you guys later, and I don't know if I'm going to do another part to this video to add to it. I may just wind up doing an unboxing and then maybe an installation video separate, or I might combine it. I'm not sure yet. I haven't thought that far. I gotta think a little bit on the drive home. So anyway, we will catch up with you guys later, and stay tuned. More videos to come.